it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in the W column here today, David. And this is
turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on 1st down. He's going to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The fake, and he wants to throw. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there.
Oh, they're not get free. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback adapting. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You're dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Sweeney. He's not going to make it. The defense stops the two-point try, and this is still a 5-point game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw. It's Houck. Moving away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Takes it the other way. Finds the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Hout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That slices the lead to 2. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Got the quick completion. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And he was able to break 1 tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this is secondary. This defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Finds the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Calls his own number. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Hard running there. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Hout. With the catch, it's Collier. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking to scramble. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Ohio State. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Spartans. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but There are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it down.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's McFadden. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on you on second down.
Toss sweep to the right. Got some room there to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The lone back's got it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll leave it with him. Past the sticks, and he may get more. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On the move. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Sparty! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Good concentration to get that squiver inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run it from the gun. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught over the middle. It's Hoffman. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Quickly complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit, a nifty pickup there.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Sweeney. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to him fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see he gets the football. He can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Here comes the two-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And this will be caught as they convert the two. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Hout. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this...
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
these quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback, looks like a running back, chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Quarterback will keep it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
They'll move the wide receiver. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Scanning the field, it's Houck. Looking left. Pulls it in. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He'll try to do it himself. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rolling right and going deep. And it's caught inside the 25.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hout. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Temple came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Philly had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Certainly could have been better, but it also could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Going right to work up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
It's complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that one's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And inside a minute,
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hout. Pocket breaking down. Takes the grab on the left. Nice pickup there. Gains about 15 and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got more. And he scoops out of bounds, picks out the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. Looking downfield on first down. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Michigan State.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. And he just didn't have the leg to power that one through. It'll be short and no good. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game.